What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, your man, Stokesy Camel, back at it with another video, and today we're doing yet another monthly check, and this time for the month of June for 2024. But before we get to the actual beginning of the video itself, guys, if you do not know what my monthly check is, it is every single month we rank all the movies I've seen from our new releases and movies that people have seen before that I've never seen before, and rank them from the worst to the best. And also after that we have my overall, which is new things I got this month, and then also I have show some pictures off that I added to the ceiling right there. But unfortunately, again, no ceiling pictures this month. Sorry, this month was just really busy for me. Hope you all understand. But before we get to actual beginning of the video as well, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Because number one, it's absolutely free. Number two, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Just 230 away now. And also maybe help with the YouTube algorithm, recommend it to more people. Maybe they could join that too. And also maybe help with the and then also do feel free to comment your monthly checks down below. But with that being said, guys, let's get right into it. Yeah. And I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. Okay, so I saw a total of 7 movies this month, and 4 of them were new releases and 3 were movies that I've never seen before that people did see. Alright, so coming in at number 7, unfortunately, is going to be Under Paris. For those who do not know what this is, it is a straight-to-Netflix shark movie with sharks being in Paris. And, yeah, this is guaranteed to be in my bottom 5 of this year. I thought this was a genuinely bad movie. And I've been kind of battling with it to say, is it worse than Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate? And if you guys watch my Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate review, you know how bad I thought that movie was, and I gave it an F. This movie just infuriated me to my core, because Netflix movies, we all know that they are sometimes hit or miss. They sometimes have hits, but most of the times they're pretty misses. And this was another miss. I didn't even know what this was originally. I saw the title Under Paris on Movie Insider, and yeah, this felt like a straight-to-TV Netflix, not a Netflix movie, straight-to-TV shark movie. And for those who are wondering what I'm referring to, there were a bunch of these movies that were created on TV, like Damn Sharks, Atomic Shark, Dino Shark, and a whole bunch of different, like, shark-created movies. This felt like one of them. And as positives, some of the gore was decent, I guess, but most of the time you could tell it was CGI and did not look good at all. Also, I thought that some of the underwater sequences, when it's mostly focusing on the humans, it does good. But when they add the CGI, woof! I mean, the sharks in here look terrible with the CGI. Trying to think of what else. All the characters sucked. I didn't care about any one of them, mostly because probably I didn't like the movie. Its ending is so incredibly stupid. It totally... and it ends where it's supposed to set up another sequel, which good luck with that, because this movie was not good. I don't know. All I remember was the whole entire time I was watching this movie, I was angry the whole entire time. So this movie, toxic trash. Okay, now we have number 6, which I do think it's overall mixed bag, but it is way more better than Under Paris. And it is The Watchers, which is the new movie directed by Ishana Shyamalan, which is her first film, and she's her father, of course, M. Night Shyamalan. And This one overall I thought was a mixed bag. I thought the acting was somewhat decent, even though I felt Dakota Fanning did good with the character she was. It's just the way they made her act in the movie is just, it was odd to me. Where like she was very, I don't know. There were moments I wish she kind of had more dramatic parts to it. You know what I'm saying? Biggest positive I can think of this movie is the creature design. There is one particular sequence in here where there's a cinematography camera shot where you slowly start to see what the creature looks like, and it's kind of over our protagonist. That was a awesome shot right there, and how they were, whatever it was, slowly creeping out. That was pretty good. As for mixed aspects, I thought that the reveal of what the Watchers were was definitely a bold attempt, but it kind of felt very corny a little bit what they ended up being. It's just, huh? That's what we're doing with. And it, even though this is Shauna's first film, it feels as if M. Night kind might have added some influence in there, because they have a twist ending, which I was stupid to it the first time I watched it. I don't know why I didn't see it coming, but now looking back on it, I mean, the twist is, you can definitely see coming. No spoilers here, but I think it's a very obvious twist, even though I didn't see it coming the first time. So yeah, it was overall a mixed bag for me. Coming in at number 5, now I'd say from here on out we have good to great or to phenomenal movies. And coming in at number 5, I have Cliffhanger, which I've watched for the very first time. I got the 4K Steelbook Easter-ish times, and even though it's technically a Die Hard, well, it is a Die Hard ripoff, I still love this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. You have a lot of good actors in here. You have Sylvester Stallone, of course, amazing actor. He does a lot. He has an interesting character and acts pretty good in here. The show stealers for me for this movie were John Lithgow and Michael Rooker. I thought those performances of theirs were really great stuff. John Lithgow was a really good villain in here, and then Michael Rooker is a good character too. I also had the dad from The Waltons in here, which he did pretty good as well. There was a bunch of cool fight sequences and the climbing sequences with Cliffhanger, you know. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the opening sequence of this movie I thought was really great too. As for flaws, as I said before, it kind of just feels like a Die Hard ripoff. So, but it is still a good Die Hard ripoff. Now coming in at number 4, we have Little Monsters, which was another movie that I got this year, the 4K Steelbook. And this movie was cute. It was a very fun family movie. This actually has Howie Mandel as in here as the main monster that you follow in this movie. And I had no idea that was him at all until I saw the credits and I went, Howie Mandel's in this? And yeah, for sure enough, he's the main monster. The main performances of all the kids in here I thought were really good. It also has Buzz from Home Alone in here. You also got Marv from the Home Alone in here as well as the dad, and he does really good too. And I think I got teary-eyed a little bit near the ending of the movie. It was very sad but very happy ending, and I don't know, man, I connected with it quite a bit. As for flaws with the movie, I think there's some stuff that the monsters do in here that are kind of like, I don't know, that makes the monsters kind of feel a little bit unlikable-ish. But yeah, besides that, still a really good family movie, and I recommend this one. Coming in at number 3, I would say here on out, these are like A minuses or A pluses, A's or whatever. All I'm saying is basically they're not on the toxic meter for these top 3. Number 3, Inside Out 2. A great return form for Pixar. I thought the animation in here, of course, was amazing. And this further developed upon the first film, and it did a great job upon that, adding some new emotions in here with embarrassment, anxiety, ennui, and I forgot what the last emoji was. Not emoji, sorry. The last emotion was, but they add new emotions in here. Maya Hawke does a phenomenal job voicing anxiety in this film. There's a lot of sad moments in here that I thought were effective. Not as effective as the first film, but it's still quite effective. I think this movie further developed the character of Riley, where she's more the focus of the movie now, where she has a more bigger role, which I actually welcomed, and I thought they did a good job of further developing her character from the first film, because the first film did it really, really good. It also is comments on life a little bit, and it does a good job on doing that. So, and recently it just hit $1 billion. Let's go. And rightfully deserved, because I loved this movie, and it's guaranteed to be in my top 10 of the year at least, unless if we have like banger after banger after banger movie each month. So yeah, it is a great return to form for Pixar. Coming in at number 2, this is my runner-up right now for my favorite movie of the year, and it is Quiet Place Day One, which most people have been kind of disappointed by this one, but I thoroughly love this. I thought this was on par with the first two. I thought it was even better than the first one. I think recency bias is a big thing, so I didn't say it was as good as the second one. But it is still a really good A Quiet Place movie. The performances in here by Joseph Quinn and Lupita Nyong'o as their characters are really great in here, and their dynamic, how they're basically just random people that stumble upon each other and try to survive this alien invasion, and you really connect with their relationship. I even connected with their relationship more than the family in the last two movies, to be honest, which I know that's a hot take. It's just, there were a lot of emotional moments that I connected with that I almost cried in theaters, and I was not expecting that for their relationship. Also, Frodo the cat was great character too, even though this was one of my negatives. Maybe some of the stuff that the cat gets put through and survives is kind of a little bit beyond belief, and this is probably the most silent cat in history, and I was just going, okay, that kind of went over my head a little bit, but it's okay, because I still love this movie. Also, one of the negatives I heard with this movie is it does, for a prequel, it doesn't really give you much information about the Death Angels, which I can understand that, because, you know, it is a prequel and you were expecting them to find out where they're from, actually. I understand that, but I'm kind of glad they didn't do that, because I feel as if they might have gave some answers that weren't good, so I'm glad they didn't do that. And also the cinematography and the sound design in here, amazing. I saw this in Dolby, and it was really, really good. So, yeah, there's that. Coming in at number 1, and it is not a new release, but it is a movie that I have not seen, but that many people have seen. And I watched the prequel to this when it came out, 2022, I believe that's the year it came out. And that is Predator. I watched Predator for the first time, I think it was last week. I forgot when it was. But Predator's a great action movie. Well, action / sci-fi / horror. It's a mixture of all the three. I thought this movie was, I think I still like Prey more because I watched that one first. But this one's still a great, Predator movie. The Predator is such a unique creature design and a unique villain for a movie. Also, all the cast in here I think is really good, and all the characters specifically. You got Jesse with the Body Ventura in here. You also got Shane Black in here as a role, which I was going, wait, I've never seen what Shane Black looks like, and I've never heard him before, but when I saw the credits, I was going like, huh, Shane Black's in this, that's cool. You also got, rest in peace to, why did I but hang on a second. Why am I for Carl Weathers? I don't know why I blanked on his name, but rest in peace to him because he's in here and he's also a great role. You also got, of course, you can't talk about characters without mentioning Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Also, many iconic lines in here. Get back to the chopper! And also that final fight they have is really, really good too. And also the gore in here is pretty good too. With the Predator just yanking backs out and stuff of his victims. It's really gory, so I like. If you're a gore hound for horror movies, this is definitely one for you. And that whole entire jungle aesthetic I liked too, and I also very much enjoyed how there basically is three sides of the coin. You got the team that's trying to survive, that is the good guys, then you have the team that they're supposed to infiltrate, then you have the Predator. So I really enjoyed what they did with that. Alright, that is the list done. Now, we move on to some new stuff I got this month. Alright, let's get this out. Okay, so we got movies that I got from my dad's collection, or the family collection, I should say. So we got The Polar Express, which, even though this movie traumatized me as a kid with that whole entire puppet sequence on the train, if you know that scene I'm talking about, you'll know. But that scene always freaked me out as a kid. Still freaks me out, but I still can watch it now. But it's a freaky scene, and just the general animation for this is kind of freaky. But it's still a great Christmas movie, so I added this to my collection. Aladdin 2019, one of the better Disney live-action reboots. Isn't my personal favorite, no. I would still probably say Jungle Book 2016 is my favorite, with Alice in Wonderland falling close behind. But this is probably in the top 5. Really solid, and Will Smith is a great new genie, basically, to take on Robin Williams' legacy and create his own sort of direction with it. So, yeah. And also a couple good songs on there, too. And then finally we have The Darkest Hour, which this is about, I'm gonna mess up the name, aren't I? Let me see. Wait, what's his name? Winston Churchill, that's what his name is. And it's about that certain time frame. And Gary Oldman, I think, he either got nominated or he got the Oscar for this. I forgot if he did or didn't or not. But we've had this collection that had this in our collection for a while now. I just haven't seen it. So it might be good. It might be a little bit boring for me. I don't know. Then we got some stuff that I bought this month. Or I got stuff that got bought for me. So we got this was we'll get to these two things last. So this one I bought with my money on Amazon in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 Blu-ray, the remake. And here's a hot take for y'all. This is actually my favorite Texas Chainsaw movie. I love this even more than the original, because I think I respect the original and what the original is trying to do. It's just, I find that movie very slow. This one, I think, has better pacing, and also I think the original also, the characters I didn't really invest myself with, and I thought the final girl that ended up surviving just got lucky basically and is just the final girl because she was the final girl. And then as for this one, I thought the characters were way more likable in this. You got Jessica Biel in here. No, oh gosh, that's okay. I'm gonna have to clip that. But Jessica Biel in here, she's great in this, even though her character drives me nuts in this movie because she does the stupidest things ever in this. But you still like her character and you root for her near the end. You also got, wait, what's that guy's name? his name's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. But the guy that plays the sheriff in this, man, he gives a performance that's even... He does a great job playing him, and he makes the sheriff so terrifying. Even more terrifying than Leatherface at some certain times. This one also... It has this very... with the way it's shot and the way the movie looks, it seems very nasty and creepy vibe to it, which I really like about that. And this one's a little bit more gory than the original, but it's still not that gory. Like, there's only one sequence I can think of that's really gory. But yeah, it's a really good remake. And this and the Friday the 13th 2009 reboot get way too much hate. And those two are my favorite of both their respective franchises. So, yeah. Then we got some A Quiet Place merch. We got the A Quiet Place popcorn, A Quiet Place Day 1 popcorn bucket. That's going to go right next to the Fall Guy popcorn bucket. And I also got the A Quiet Place cup as well, which I thought they would have came with a thing at the top, like for the Death Angels, and had that on top of there. That would have been cool, but yeah, this will go nicely with my Scar King cup over there. And, oh, one more thing, too. And then I also got a poster of A Quiet Place 2. So, yeah, there's that. But with that being said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this toxic monthly check of all the movies and TV movies I watched this month and ranked them in my overhaul. Be sure to let me know your list down below. And as a heads up, too, I'll probably get some more stuff July and August, so be on the lookout for that, because it is my birthday coming up soon. August 1st, so it's getting close. It's getting close. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all next one, everybody. Peace.